Algeria have a special player, just 20 years old. The fans call him Mazadona, but how he glides and turns reminds me of a different legend with Algerian roots. It's too early for that comparison, but let's watch Algeria's new gem, Ibrahim, back again, and what a talent. Receiving, dribbling and gliding his way through the World Cup. To my eye, he has a touch of Zidane about him. But with no goals or assists so far, let's just keep the comparisons for now. Today, I don't just want to show why he's special, but what we can learn by thinking how he can get more goals and assists, because the rest of the package is there. First, let's start with where Maza lives, in the pockets. But he's not like other players I've covered so far this World Cup, he has very different skills. So here, he's picked up a great area in the bottom of the pocket, and as we know, that means he should turn. But when you can dribble as well as Maza, it makes him a different threat altogether. Look at how strong this run is. Again here, he's showing how smart he is. He's moving behind the defender, who's ball watching, so he loses him just enough to get space. Then again, he turns so he's facing forward, and great feet dribbling through, no thought of a pass. So he's more of a direct pocket player, who will drive at you after receiving. But the first thing I think he could add to his game, to get more assists, is to actually look for the pass when it's on. Here's Aouar in the same position as Maza was, the bottom of the pocket and able to turn. But instead of what Maza did, which is to dribble, he's going to spot the run and play a pass in behind the defence. Maza would have dribbled here. That's a big advantage of receiving in the pockets. Once you turn, you're onto the back line. So here he creates a goal. Now let's see if that was an option in the Maza example I showed. You can see here there is a similar chance to play the pass. So there's nothing wrong with dribbling, but once his turn, spotting when the pass is on will improve his assist output. Also, he doesn't do this enough. Again, he receives in the pocket, but this time he gets a shot off. Look how well he strikes the ball from distance. Again, something else he should do to add to his goals and assists. So now for something he excels at already, and I mean as good as anyone. So most players, when they drift out of that pocket, it's because they're frustrated. They usually go to get a touch of the ball, and defenders are usually happy if you're receiving the ball here, but not with Maza. Even with all of this cover, just one pass and a good touch, and he's created a great chance on goal. And here, even against Argentina, he's in a safe area of the pitch. He's going to receive it, he's got a closed body shape, he's facing away from goal, and Argentina have 9 players back, so surely they've got it covered. But one drop of the shoulder, a quick drive, and there is the pass I wanted to see when he was in the pockets. Unfortunately, that was called offside, so he didn't get the assist, but how many 20-year-olds are doing that against Argentina's entire team? Unreal vision and a great way to pass. This makes him dangerous everywhere, even when he drops deep. So the next thing I thought is, how do you stop him? So I wanted to try and identify whether he could deal with man marking and the problems that poses. So a good solution for players when man mark is to drag your markers into areas of the pitch they don't want to go, like wide areas. And because of his skills, it's like having a winger out there. Look at this decision making here. Again, the defence is back, not many options, and not many options that are not blocked or covered. But watch this, he still picks someone out. Again here he finds himself wide, and it just feels natural watching him there. So I'm sure dragging markers out wide would work for him as an option if he was man marked. But now, what if he was man marked centrally? Well, Austria gave us a glimpse of that. Here he's being man marked and not in a zone like before. When you're man marked, you receive the ball with pressure from behind a lot, and you have to deal with it. So let's see how he does. Wow, safe to say we can check that one off the list. Lastly, I want to show how he can get more goals. He has to threaten in behind more often. This clip is Mahrez, and there's no reason why Maza couldn't do these kind of runs during games. It's just a simple ball, a well-timed run, and it gets great chances to score goals. In the 3 games, this example was the only real run behind I saw in a central area, and no surprise, it got him a great chance. So I think adding that to his game would take him to the next level and improve the amount of goals he gets. Okay, so that's a glimpse at Ibrahim Maza, Algeria's gem, who I think's been one of the best players to watch this tournament, and I can't wait to see how he develops, especially in terms of goals and assists, because if they start to drop, we have a very special player on our hands. Thanks again, and like